What's good, y'all? Welcome to another episode of the WichitaPromo podcast with your host, EKM. I'm back at Humble Greatness Studios, and we got a very special guest. We got the legend himself.
Man, that's crazy.
Man, Wichita legend.
It's crazy,
No
man.
cap.
I appreciate you.
Man, we really, I just want to spit some game on this episode, for real.
Let's do
I feel
it,
like
man.
you got unlimited game for the artists here in the city.
I do have a lot. I
Yeah.
do have a lot for sure. Well, whatever you want to jump into, man. Let's go ahead.
So, right away, you just did this show at Rock Island, and I pulled up to it this
Man.
week. That was fire.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
So, I want to talk a little bit about, first of all, there was a lot of artists that I didn't recognize in that show. There always is, which is crazy.
Which is dope, bro.
Yeah.
So I think the crazy thing is this, like, you know, what I do is I'm the sound engineer for a lot of artists, right?
Yeah.
But when I go to these other studios,
Yeah.
they got long catalogs of people just like I
it's
do.
crazy.
Right. So what I ran into a couple shows ago, I ran into some really weird posts, bro.
Yeah.
And the posts were like, somebody had posted like, if you don't perform at Humble Greatness, are you still invited? And I was like, absolutely. Like, everybody's invited, right?
Yeah.
But I think there's some people that think like, if they don't record with me, then they're not invited to the showcases. And that's wild to me because everybody's always invited. So, but yeah, there was a lot of new faces, man, and they killed it.
Yeah, for sure. There was some really like different vibes and stuff too. There was like some Spanish music in there.
Yeah.
Some different stuff that I didn't even know we really had.
Yeah.
But
we got some singers. Come on now.
Yeah. Anybody that like stood out to you that night? Specifically that night?
Man.
I'll say a name of one.
Go ahead. You go.
Hey man, Mavenue killed that shit.
Mavenue's cold, bro.
Mavenue killed that shit.
Yeah.
Like I had a lot of homies on the lineup and they all did their thing. Mavenue stood out where I went home and I was like, damn, I gotta get a song in with this dude. He killed that shit.
Yeah, Mavenue's dope. One thing about Mav is he just has to step out more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I could see that.
And I think that's what a lot of artists, there's a lot of talented artists. Jay Gucci was up there. He did his thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But he's another artist who, I believe he just finished his project, so he's still trying to navigate how to really put it out.
Yeah.
But man, I don't like naming names because I don't like forgetting people.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, ugh. But the video's out right now. Actually, I don't know if I pressed public on it, to be honest with you, because I wanted to go through it and make sure everybody's names and everything was right. But yeah, it'll be by the time this episode is out. Yeah, go check it out. Go on Humble Greatness and Local Artist Show, and it'll be up there. Local Artist Showcase.
Yeah, dope show. And I think
appreciate it.
I think
man.
a lot of people that don't throw shows here don't understand like the importance of a show like that being at Rock Island.
Oh, bro, yeah.
The fact that it went real smooth, everybody was vibing, everything went real well. I mean, I don't know. Could you like explain why that's a big deal? Because I feel like people just expect us to be at the clubs and shit, and they don't understand. Usually, clubs like Rock Island are not an option for us.
Nah, bro. I mean, let's keep it 1,000, bro. They didn't want the show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was a relationship that I've been building with them over the years.
Yeah.
And it really first started out with Stun. So shout out to Stun, man. He's really, really, you know. We got a good relationship, but he's really, you know, in rooms, I believe, and really, really talking really good things when it comes to Humble Greatness. So I did my birthday bash at Rock Island last year.
Right.
But that even that, like Stun was really involved in that, even getting me the opportunity to do it. So
yeah,
man, huge shout out to Stun. And then, you know, from there, you know, you start just building relationships with, you know, the managers and the security and stuff. And I was like, man, can I go ahead and get like a little local rap show? You know what I'm saying? They wasn't really trying to do that last year. So this year, when they said, yeah, we'll go ahead and try it out, I think that they were surprised about how smooth it went. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
So that's always a good thing. So, you know, my thing right now is just trying to get different venues to say yes to us. That's always been my thing. Because it's tough, bro. Yeah. It's tough. And, you know, we could go down that conversation path for a long time.
Yeah, it's like I almost side, like I understand the side of the clubs for two reasons. Like, first of all, if I'm packing the club every night, just playing music, just throwing on some hits and some Spanish songs mixed in there and shit, why am I going to pay to have some artists in there?
There's no reason
I get it. They're already successful. But you know what I'm saying? Why change anything?
For sure.
But also the safety thing is the big issue.
Yeah.
But you are really like, I can only think of two. Like I say, hey, this is coming out of my mouth. I can only personally think of two names that consistently throw shows that there's never been a problem, and that's you and the cookie store. I don't see anybody else really
store,
like
man, for real.
doing
Absolutely.
it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think. It's a lot of investment at the end of the day, and I don't think people are willing to put that investment in there. So, you're talking about paying for the venue. Some of these venues, that's all that you get. You pay for the venue, they charge you X amount of dollars, and all you're getting is the four walls.
Yeah,
we got to put sound in there. We need a DJ. We need lights. We need mics. We need.
Yeah, all that security, everything.
Yeah, some places make you pay for the bartenders too, bro. So it's like, after you do all the stuff, and then what, you only charging 10 at the door, and people are already complaining about the 10, bro. I got to charge something, because if I don't, I'm not going to make anything. And then at the end of the night, after you pay everybody out, you're not really making anything anyway. Yeah. So you really, really have to love the local artists. For sure. In order to really do this, because if you're in this to make some money, bro, it's not the move. Yeah, it's kind of weird, man. I've been talking with Hippie K. Shout out to Hippie a lot. We've been talking about it because we've been going to Houston, and we're talking about these shows. Yeah. We trying to figure out, like, there's 400,000 people in this city. Why is it so hard to get people to step out and go to the club? Like, even man, get us out of there. We talking about not even local artists. Yeah, you can pull up. We'll just say the big club in town. You know what I'm saying? For sure. There's a lot of Saturday nights we pull up to that club and it is dead as fuck. Yeah. I don't really understand that. We've got so many people in this city. It's kind of crazy because, don't get me wrong, I recognize like Houston is so much bigger. Absolutely. But you go down in Houston, bro, we walking around at 3 a.m. on a Thursday and it's still packed. Yeah, out everywhere. It's crazy. I don't understand what, I don't know, like, maybe it's a different demographic. Maybe I need to look at what's in Wichita. Maybe it's just old people here or something, but I'm like, man, nobody does anything. It's this city really moves on the weekend, man. So when you're talking about doing stuff during the week, it's really just tough. You know what I'm saying? Not saying it's not doable, but that's just what it is. Because when you think about Wichita and you think about Town East Mall, right? Right, yeah. Town East Mall is packed on the weekends because everybody comes from them little cities, bro, where there's like one stoplight. Yeah, for sure. You know what I'm saying? There's one school that's K through 12. Yeah. You know what I mean? And so they all come in, from those small cities. And then that's why Wichita on a Saturday is so booked, so busy. Yeah. Looks like there's a lot going on. But yeah, bro, let's talk about even going out to eat. If we go out to eat in a larger city as a Houston, there's going to be a wait, you gotta bro. Wait. Yeah. There's going to be a wait. No matter where you go. Bro, Wichita, we pull up and walk into anywhere and get served like immediately. And we bougie as hell with it because we won't even drive 10 minutes to go get some shit here. Come on, man. It's crazy. East don't want to drive west don't want to drive east. So yeah, it's just different, bro. Wichita just different, man. That's it. So when we're talking about doing events, it was a game changer. Shout out to everybody who supported the last one, man. It was great. Their turnout was really great. But I'm gonna tell you something, EKM. Yeah. There was a lot of people in my inbox. A lot. I got the screenshots. Yeah. I said that wasn't gonna work. They was like, nah, man, we don't want to perform on a Thursday. There's gonna be nobody there. It's gonna be bad weather. Nah, yeah, it was solid. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? So there's a whole bunch of artists that was like, eh. And then at the end of the day, I'm gonna say it, man. Those were the same artists that as the show was going, they're like, yo, Humble, let me get on, bro. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, for sure. So y'all just gotta, this thing isn't for me. And that's what I want people to understand. These shows aren't for me. They're really not. They're for you guys. Yeah. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I'm telling you, it's not enough money for me to be like, let's do this every week. It's not. So, and then the headache of artists submitting their songs 30 minutes before the show starts. You know what I mean? Like, bro, there's so much headache and there's so much that goes into it. But at the end of the day, this is for the local artists. This is for y'all. Y'all need to take care of this thing with me. Like I said in my last podcast, I'll go ahead and be the vehicle. I'll be the driver, but y'all are passengers. Y'all are just as important. You know what I'm saying? If there's no passengers in the vehicle, then we ain't doing nothing. So I'll go ahead and be the driver and set everything up and stuff like that. I'll go ahead and take that headache. But this is for local artists, man. This is for y'all this is y'all's baby, man. So go ahead and invest in it because man, it's just gonna keep getting bigger and bigger. So with Rock Island being the first kind of bigger show, I'm gonna keep talking to these venues and keep trying to.
That one's gonna open a lot of doors.
Yeah, I believe so. That, absolutely. I
mean,
I believe so.
Just the way the game works, now their competitors doing it, so they like, oh, shit, I'm missing out on that bag.
Come on, man.
They're gonna figure it out.
Yeah.
But man, so speaking of shows, I kind of want to speak on one, and
okay,
I'll speak on it, and then if you want to say something, you can butt in.
Oh no.
But I've seen a lot of like controversy around that big, I think it's called Elsewhere Fest, the big festival that got announced here. Did you see that?
The one with Snow the Product on it and Killer Mike.
Yep, Killer Mike, Vince Staples, whole crazy lineup. And it's got every genre in town. I mean, there's some incredible local rock bands on there, incredible local rappers. A lot of the homies are on there. There's a lot of controversy around it right now. Really? And I get it. And I want to speak on it a little bit.
Okay, what's up?
So to my knowledge, and I could be completely wrong about any of this shit. I don't know. I'm not involved in it. You feel me? I'm just talking. But it's put together by Midtopia, who I've been trying to tap in with for a long time. I really like what they're doing. They got
Aren't they a studio?
Yeah, and they got kind of that they make kind of those, I don't want to say they're like Tiny Desk, but they're like Tiny Desk. You know what I'm saying? Them little videos where they got like the live band set up, you rap over it and everything.
I think I might have seen that before.
Yeah, I really like what they doing and everything. And I believe it's set up by them that did this. And show got announced. Obviously, with them type of names, it did numbers. It's everywhere. Yeah. Flyers all over the place, as it should be. With that type of, obviously, it's a budget behind it too. I'll just say that.
A nasty high budget.
They got a lot of money behind that show.
Absolutely.
So the news came out that it's funded by the Koch brothers, and people were not too happy about that, which is understandable.
Okay.
And I can understand why, with the war conflict and shit going on right now and the Koch brothers having a part in that, I can understand why a lot of that is upsetting 100%.
Okay.
And, I'll say as EKM, not as him, as EKM, fuck the Koch brothers. They're shitty human beings. And I understand why people are upset about that. But the thing I take issue with is I see everybody talking about, don't go to this festival, don't buy tickets, don't let this be successful. And I hear it because, of course, I don't want to see the Koch brothers be the motherfuckers that take charge of the Wichita music scene.
I feel you.
But at the same time, we don't have the budget to throw that festival.
Absolutely we don't.
And at the end of the day, local artists in Wichita do not get opportunities to get in front of celebrities, in front of crowds of thousands of people very often.
Yeah.
So I hate to see everybody just immediately like, oh, fuck all them local artists. They don't need that show.
Yeah.
Don't go to it. And I'm like, man, but like, what about all the good, solid, hardworking artists that are on this lineup? If we being real, bro, we give our money to the Koch brothers damn near every day.
Yeah, man.
They own so much shit in this city.
They own a lot in Wichita. Absolutely.
Us not going to that show is not fucking up their pockets. At all.
It's not.
So when I saw that, I was almost like, I'm a little torn. I understand. I don't like the Koch brothers. I get it.
Okay.
But at the same time, I'm like,
I like that show.
We don't get opportunities like this, bro. And I'm not even on it. I'm not rapping on the thing. So I can't, I get nothing from this.
Yeah.
I'm paying to go to it most likely. I'm just saying, like, I'm looking at this and I see, dope artists on there. A lot of the cookie store homies are on there. A lot of local bands I fuck with are on there. And they might not even be happy about who it's ran by and shit. But I almost don't want them to pull out, don't want them to abandon it. Because I'm like, bro, we don't get shit like this.
We don't get this, man.
You don't get on a stage in front of Vince Staples and 1,000 people.
Absolutely. If this goes well.
Man, it can open so many doors.
It can open a ton of doors. Man.
Yeah. And that's kind of the thing that I want people to realize with that. Because it's like, I understand the being upset about it. I feel it. When I heard that, I was a little upset for a few minutes, but then I sat with it for a little bit, and I was like, well, if this doesn't happen, we're just not going to ever have a festival at all, period.
You're right.
They probably the only motherfuckers who can start it. They got the budget.
Come on.
It's unfortunate.
They got the budget, but also they got, they got the yes.
Yeah, they got the pull. Any venue they want. Any venue they want.
So
no question.
I'm not mad about it at all. I haven't looked into it. Do you know where they're throwing it at?
So I think it's going to be multiple venues, but I think I think it's split up between, and I could be wrong, but I want to say Norton's is one of them. I want to say the Cotillion, the Wave, and one or two others.
I wonder how
Barleycorns, I think is one of them.
how that's going to go.
Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. Just seeing the names makes me excited because it's obviously going to do numbers here. But
yeah,
you know me, bro. I'll pull up just to see game because I'm like, how did they do this? I want to do this.
Yeah, absolutely. So we've had a lot of conversations about that. Like, even with you being in the game, you've learned just being around me. Like, man, this is cool, but what does it take to actually do this?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It's a lot.
And then I I ain't even gonna cap, man. I saw Snow the Product.
Yeah.
She cold. She dope. She's one of the best performers I've ever seen. So, I always get excited when I see her name on it because she's so dope. So
yeah,
I really do hope it happens. I don't know how much the tickets were or whatever, but I think that's going to be the challenge for Wichita, bro.
Yeah,
because the ticket gotta be over $100.
Yeah, it's going to be expensive.
It has to be. It has to be $200.
Hey, if it's not, you better buy that shit because that's a solid. That lineup is crazy.
That lineup is nasty. So it's like, when we throw shows, you know what I'm saying? Let's just say hip hop.
Yeah.
People's knees start buckling at $40.
Yeah, for sure.
So doing a festival like this, man, with all the names and the lineups and the venues, bro, they gotta charge.
Yeah, for
so
sure.
I'm eager to see what the cost of the tickets is gonna be.
Yeah.
Have tickets already gone on sale? Because when I looked at it, they hadn't gone on sale.
I'm not sure. They might have. I wanted to buy I didn't look at the prices. All I saw was like the VIP shit because I want the VIP.
Okay, yeah.
If I'm going to that, I'm finna meet.
What does
everybody.
VIP come with?
I'm pretty sure. I mean, I just assume it's probably like meet and greet type shit.
Okay, yeah. I need my photo.
I need my photo. Like, shit, let me tap in with Killer Mike.
I need my Instagram clout. Come on now.
Yeah, come on.
I need that. Yeah, that's dope. But whatever it costs, I'm gonna tell you this. The only thing that I'm worried about, that probably everybody else will be worried about, Wichita is extremely last minute.
Oh yeah.
When it comes to pre-sale. So I don't want to see the pre-sale be so low that they cancel it.
Yeah.
Because you had a post earlier today,
yeah.
right? And it's just like that, man. When you invest in big shows, for people who don't know this, when you invest in big shows, usually what happens is you have a contract with the artist and you say, hey, I understand you charging whatever you're charging, but if our pre-sale tickets don't hit X amount of dollars by this date, then we're going to just cancel the show. Everybody's going to walk away, right?
Yeah.
So with that many names being on there for this, I hope it's not that sort of situation, bro.
Yeah, me too, for sure. Yeah, I wanted to speak on that real quick because the whole controversy with it. But yeah, like I said, I feel it. But at the same time, man, that could open a lot of doors for us, man.
It could.
Literally,
it needs to work. I need this to work. We need it to work,
if it was successful, like I'll say personally, without saying names, I've been turned down from some of the same venues they on for the same shit. I've literally said, like, I want to invest my own money. I'll take the L. I want to throw a festival. They said no. If this goes well, they might say yes.
He's not capping. I've seen the screenshot.
They might say yes after this. So I'm like, I understand the frustration with it being the Koch brothers. Hey, maybe if this shit go good, somebody else can start it and throw them off the fucking.
Absolutely.
You feel me?
Yeah, absolutely.
But we gonna see.
We'll see what happens, man.
Yeah, for sure. But man, so like you said earlier, to anybody who don't know, you the engineer for
a lot of
us, big portion of the Wichita artists, man.
For sure. Absolutely.
So I want to talk a little bit about just like, first off, how you got into music, because I don't think a lot of people know you made music too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
man. Sheesh, this can go on for a long time, so I don't want to bore anybody with the story. But man, I was a huge video game kid, man. I wasn't even into music until I moved to Atlanta.
Yeah,
I moved to Atlanta in high school, 10th grade, and that changed my life, man. I literally saw dudes who were, promoting, handing out flyers at like the flea market, like the discount malls. You know what I'm saying? Like handing out promotional flyers and their CDs and stuff. And I was in Atlanta when Atlanta was popping. So like, Gucci Mane that came out with I'm So Icy.
Yeah, yeah.
Like T.I. was popping. Young Jeezy came with like Thug Motivation 101 or whatever. So like I was in Atlanta, bro, when Atlanta blew up, Crime Mob came out with that Nuck If You Buck. So like I saw artists, bro, who are promoting and handing me their CDs at the flea market one day. And then like 2 weeks later, they're on 106 in Park with music videos and stuff. And I'm like, yo, that's crazy. Like this is possible.
Yeah.
And then I was in class with I don't know if you guys know who the Cherish sisters are, but they're 4 sisters. 2 of them were in my math class, and they used to sing like during like class and in lunch. And they were talented, right? But after we graduate, bro, they got songs in music videos and stuff. And I'm like, they never talked about that they were, saying anything.
Yeah.
As soon as we graduate, bro, they doing shows and they on TV. And I just saw that it was achievable, bro. You know what I'm saying? So Then, you know, being in big studio sessions, having the knowledge of that. So like going to a studio session and there's like 20 people. So you got like the artist, you got a recording engineer, mixing engineer, mastering engineer. You got lawyers to make sure everybody gets paid. You got business people there. You got songwriters. You got producers. You have, you know, just like it's like a real, you know, it's a real studio session.
Yeah.
And then you got the artist, and you know somebody's there, and they're like, "Hey, this is the artist. We're gonna make a song for them. That's why we're all here. We need this. We need to make a hit for this artist tonight. Like this has to happen."
Yeah.
So then, you know, the artist going in there, doing this thing, recording, and then everybody's, you know, just talking, chilling. And, you know, the mixing engineer just got his headphones on, just, he's just moving stuff and critiquing. Then him looking at the artist and being like, bro, you ready? You ready to hear this?
Yeah.
Artist is like, bet. Bro, he hits play on the record and the artist's face just lights up like, bro, that's me?
Hell yeah.
And I was like, that's what I want to do for a living.
Yeah.
Right there. I want that reaction. That's what I want to do for a living. And I have no musical background, bro. Like nobody sings or like none of that in my immediate family. So I literally took this path like all by myself trying to figure it out. Never went to music school, none of that. I'm self-taught on everything. So coming to Wichita, right? Coming to Kansas, I just saw a really clean slate, bro. I saw a city that just needed like, they needed what I wanted to do.
Yeah. So
I never moved back to Atlanta. I just made it work out here. And it's been a lot of building, but you know, it's been a lot, but at the same time, like when I came out here, bro, in 2005 for college, I didn't know no studios. You couldn't get a music video. Nobody was shooting videos. Yeah. We had to drive to Texas for those. But at that time, like, you know, I was young. I couldn't afford nothing like that. So we just really didn't have anything. So I was like, man, I really want to just stay around Wichita. And in college is where I met Fame. Fame was in high school.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and there was a kid named DJ Washington. He went by Young Skrilla. Super talented, man. He was like 14, I think, when I met him. But he could like out-rap everybody. Like he was so dope. And I remember I was taking him home. He lived in Hutch. And I was taking him home and he was like, man, can you stop by my friend's house? And the friend just happened to be Fame. Yeah. So that's how I met Fame. I didn't even know, right? And so I was throwing shows in college, man. There's a theater called the Fox Theater. There's a dude named Dan Suderman, old white dude, man. And Dan believed in what we had going on, and he gave me the opportunity and started throwing shows, man, and packing them out really early. Hell yeah. But you know, even doing that, man, I had some good people around me. There's a dude named Robert Hector. It was really three people: Robert Hector, a girl, she goes by Ashtray, and then a girl named Domo. And they all went to the high school. So what I would do is I would go to I work with Robert's mom, I believe at a gas station back in the day, or I met her at a gas station or something. Yeah. And I would pick up Robert because Robert was one of the most popular kids in the school. And I would pick him up early in the morning, and I had like, you know, the system in my trunk and all that. So I'm blaring music, and I would give him a whole bunch of flyers, bro, to hand around the high school. Yeah. So he was like the runner, you know what I'm saying? So you know, he had hand them all out and all that stuff. And bro, we was packing out shows, man, early on. So you know, I've been throwing shows for a very long time, and we had a lot of rappers from Wichita coming to the shows in Newton, Kansas, bro. So when I moved out to Wichita, everybody knew me as the guy who did shows in Newton, and I never did any more shows when I moved out here because the guy Dan Suderman, he had cancer, so he ended up passing away, and then a church ended up buying that building. So, you know, just trying to figure this out and climb through and be an artist and all of this. Now where I'm at, you know, I'm engineering, I'm shooting videos, and doing podcasts, and if I sit back and look, man, I kind of do everything. Yeah, no, definitely. Which is really crazy. I mean, it's a lot of studios and a lot of this and that here in town. You're the only person I can think of that literally does every pocket of the music industry. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I really want to just help artists, bro. That's where my heart is at. So
Yeah.
I know there's, I got asked not too long ago about major artists, and I'm like, bro, they already made it, bro. I'm not focused on the majors. It's cool to hang out with them and hang out with celebrities. You see my Instagram, you see some stuff going on, but my heart is for the locals, bro.
Yeah.
Like it really is, man. It's really.
I don't think people really understand too that famous rappers are not capping about their money.
Nah, not at all.
Like these motherfuckers is talking about how rich they are, and y'all must be spacing it off like it's just a bar. They're like, why don't you bring no celebrities to Wichita? Give me $50,000 and I got you. Who the fuck just got $50,000 to throw onto the show?
The thing about it is we can't really afford
at all.
We can't really afford artists. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even I think the last one was, and I don't want to say his price because I don't really want to put it out there, but you talking about a D-Lo?
Yeah, Boss Man D-Lo. Yep.
Yeah, you talking about 5 figures, and the first figure is a high number. Out of the 5. I don't want to say it, you know what I'm saying? But yeah. And then somebody asked me about Mexican OT, and Mexican OT was more.
Even
was
more,
was almost double than Boss Man D-Lo's price.
Yeah.
So it's just the facts, bro. We can't afford a lot of the artists that y'all want.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So, to put it into perspective for people without saying names of the people.
Come on.
Right. So, I'm going to say this right here. Yeah. So, right now on Spotify, Drake has 80 million monthly listeners, right? That's nuts.
Afford that.
That's the biggest dude, obviously. But I'm saying,
for sure.
I'm saying, fuck that. So Drake has 80 million, right? Now I go to this artist who I'm not going to say his name, right? I just know he's bubbling right now. He's big on social media. 1.3 million monthly listeners. That's 80 times less than Drake, right?
80 times.
This guy's price is $20,000.
Yeah, dog.
Tell me how the fuck we supposed to afford that? Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, I think that dude who you just showed me, sent me some music videos from. Yeah, his videos is crazy. But I'm like, man, shout out to whoever be doing his videos, man. Yeah, he cold.
Crazy, man. They don't understand the budget behind the show. Like
20, and then when you talk to artists too, it's like, okay, what does 20 get me?
Yeah.
Usually 20 only gets me coming to do the show. So, dog, we talking about airplane tickets. We talking about hotels. We talking about food. Bro, it ends up being like 25, 30 bands.
Yeah.
And then if you want them to do anything extra,
man, spend all that money and then got to hope Wichita act right.
Yeah. And hope that they pay the price.
Yeah, for sure.
So, yeah, that's kind of where we're at in the market. But I know, shout out to Hits Entertainment, man, because I know that they've been doing their thing with parties.
For sure.
Shout out to She Needs JR.
Yeah.
Be doing this stuff with the parties. So I know people like to party and stuff like that. But you know me, I'm like, man, if I'm gonna get involved, man, you gotta give some of my artists some love.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's just tough, man, because every time Wichita, well, not even Wichita, every time hip hop. No, let me not say that because that's not true. Every time hip hop gets talked about in Wichita, it's usually negative. Like you're not gonna hear about what we.
For sure.
Okay, so for instance, after the show on Thursday, it was a good show.
Yeah.
Did you see the news pop in and ask me any questions?
Of course not.
Of course not. But if the show got shot up, the news would be all over it.
100%.
Bro, and that's what I tell these people, man. All the shows that I've done, all the successful shows, thank you guys for acting right. Thank you guys for coming out, supporting.
Yeah.
But I've never had anybody from the news come and be like, hey, we see that you done successful shows.
Yeah.
How does it feel? How do you do it? Nah, bro. But as soon as something bad happens, y'all gonna be all over me.
Yeah.
Asking all sorts of crazy questions. So that's the thing. Every time it's about rap, it only gets put out there if it's negative.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
Nobody sees that's why when we hit these venues up and they're like, you bringing rappers?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, bro, what's the issue, bro? Like, we good. They be like, yeah, because every time a venue hears about us, bro, it's some negative stuff, man.
Yeah.
Sadly.
It's crazy. What do you think? There's obviously, we talk all the time about how much talent is in the city. There's endless talent. I feel like there's just as much talent here as anywhere in the world. That's crazy.
Yeah.
What do you think is the thing that's like holding us artists? If there's even one in mind that you're thinking could do it, what do you think it is that's holding us back from getting out of this city and making it?
Man, that's a great question.
Man.
So let's just man. Let's talk about him, bro. Let's talk about Hippie K.
Yeah.
He opened up for Paul Wall.
Yeah, he's the guy.
Yeah, he's doing another show right now.
I'm pretty sure I said it on Janae's podcast, but you know, if I'm an artist myself, so of course I'm gonna bet on myself. But
Absolutely.
if I'm betting on anybody, that motherfucker might do it. He really might do it.
He's talented. He has music that, you know, people really want to hear right now. You know what I'm saying? He has that right now sound. And he's opening up for Slim Thug, I believe, next month.
Yep.
So it's just, we don't have anybody in the city. Like, I can kick a lot of knowledge, man. But even I've told Hippie and I, we've been on the phone for hours, and I've told him, like, bro, I really feel like you just outgrown what I can do for you here. Yeah. And that's fine. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't want your final resting place as an artist to be Humble Greatness Studios. Yeah. I don't. I want you to go get signed and do big stuff and be on tours with big people. Like, yeah, that's what I really want for you. I don't want me to be the ending spot for your career, bro. Yeah. So I don't have anybody from the city that I could link with Hippie K to be like, hey, bro, this is exactly what you need to do. Yeah. Because nobody's really done it here. You know what I'm saying? Sure. I mean, shout out to XV. You know, he was signed to Warner Brothers. And this was, you know, years ago. But, I mean, maybe he needs to reach out to him and get some game from XV. I know XV got a lot of knowledge. You know what I'm saying? So, but, you know, I don't really have anybody I could be like, yeah, these are the people you need to talk to who can really, really put you on and put you in the game and stuff like that. So, yeah. I think somebody has to do it. I think the big reason, so like I said, there's unlimited talent here. I could name dudes who have the music to blow up for all day. Mm-hmm. I think the reason that Hippie K is probably one of the main people that I could get behind and say that man know how to network and talk. Absolutely. Like when we go down to Houston, you know me, I'm a quiet motherfucker. Like when we go down to Houston and shit, Hippie K damn near leading this shit. Like he'll say that's a rapper. Like he'll tell people, I'm the dude, I'm just sitting in the back of the club. I don't say a thing to nobody. Hippie K is the type of motherfucker, when we walk into a club in Houston, he's going to go up to every single person and be like, hey, I'm a traveling artist from Kansas. Tap in with my stuff. Check this out. Hey, let me get a picture with you. Hey, let me do that. Yep. That shit work, bro. Absolutely. And that's what I think a lot of Wichita artists is lacking, is they don't, I mean, I understand it. It feels corny. Like it does. Even Hippie would tell you, like, it feels weird to walk around to complete strangers and be like, hey, bro, I'm a rapper. Can you check me out? Like, it feels shitty. It's weird. It's a weird thing to do. But it fucking works, man. It does. It really does. Because people like engagement, bro. So, for instance, I had told Hippie, I had gave him a little bit of game before his last show. Yeah. And I feel like he did what I advised him to do, which is really, really dope. But one of the things I had told him was that I said, bro, when you get to a bar or a club, just introduce yourself. Yeah. And I told him, I said, you don't have to introduce yourself as a rapper if you don't want to. But when I was rapping, the stuff that worked for me is this. I would show up early to a venue. Yeah. I wouldn't even tell you I'm on the bill. I would just come up, shake your hand. Hey, man, I just want to just tell you, you know, thank you for coming out. Yeah. I'm one of the guys that helped arrange this show. Hey, man, if you need anything, let me know. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah. But when I get on the stage, you're going to be like, bro, that's the dude who came up and, you know, kind of talked to me, showed me, because ain't nobody else going to do that, bro. Yeah. And then, shoot, they start standing up there and you rocking it and they love your music, stuff like that. So connecting, bro, is everything, dog. Connecting with people is everything. And I know it might feel weird to a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? It definitely does. But I can say, just as an antisocial motherfucker, just walking around with Hippie K is teaching me shit. Absolutely. Just watching him connect with people and seeing like, damn, this motherfucker came back with 100 new followers. And I'm like, damn, I should have did that shit. Yeah, I'm seeing it. It really does work. And he's got that skill down. Because, you know, like we said, everybody got the music shit here. It's a lot of fire music. There is. It takes that networking. Yeah, it takes networking and being able to get out of town. I feel like a lot of the best rappers in Wichita are on like house arrest, or they can't leave the state. Yeah. Or, you know, for sure. Like y'all being so much legal stuff is it's hindering the progress. But yeah, you know, man, get on these shows, you know, out of state and see what's really. There's a whole world out there, bro. So there's a whole world out there. Yeah, so. And it's really different. Like I'll say, I haven't even performed out of there yet. I've just been following Hippie K, filming them and shit like that. If I walk through Town East right now with you and we just walk up to people and like, hey, what's up? I'm EKM. I'm a rapper. Check me out. Everybody gonna laugh in my fucking face. They're gonna be shitting on me all day. Yeah, I'm getting nothing from that. Like I might gain a couple people, but like Wichita's gonna hate on me.
Like on some real shit. When we walk around in Houston, bro, it's a different vibe. And it's literally just because you're traveling. So they take you more serious.
Yeah.
When I say like I'm an artist, I drove 9 hours to be here today.
They're like, dang.
They look at that and they're like, damn, let me get a pic. You finna do this.
Yeah.
Like they really look at it differently.
Yeah.
So
for sure. You're right.
You don't even, it's like, obviously you got to be talented, you got to be hardworking and all that shit like that. But even just leaving the state, the appreciation you get is so much different. It's crazy.
Bro, it's so much different, man. It is.
It's
but,
wild.
You know, y'all doing shows in Houston, so that's a huge hub, man. There's a whole bunch of people.
Yeah.
And it's just, you know, you meet rappers this is what they do.
Yeah.
They full time with it and they making money. You know what I'm saying? So like their full-time hustle is off rap, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we just don't, for the most part, I mean, we just don't have that here, you know what I'm saying? Where rappers are literally
that's a whole different
funding everything
too.
they do full-time.
When it come to like what Hippie's doing and shit, or what we starting to do, I'm gonna start tagging along and performing too, hopefully here soon.
That's
with
dope.
all this, the other thing people don't realize, like at your show, I had like 15 people coming up to me like, bro, I seen you was in Houston, bro. How do I do that? I'm like, you don't. Like, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. I'm not.
Yeah.
The fuck you think I'm going to drag you along?
Yeah.
I don't think people realize that's a whole work.
That's
whole
a
job in
relationship,
itself,
bro.
too.
Hippie K fell into that relationship with the dude who I think runs the podcast.
Yeah.
And
He knows the promoter down there, so he built that relationship in order to get that.
And he making fire music.
Yeah, you can drive to Texas right now. You ain't getting on the stage if you don't know somebody. You gotta know the promoter there.
Man.
So
Absolutely.
he built that relationship. Not even me. He built that shit. He's been organizing all these trips and everything. And the other part about that is like, we doing it for a week, bro. We're not going down for a day. We driving 9 hours.
Mm-hmm.
We networking the whole week, shooting videos, photography, all type of shit, and coming back. Podcasts, whatever we can book down there. So when we doing that, shit, we paying for the show. We paying for the B&B. We paying for gas. We paying for food. We paying for this. We paying for that. This is a self-funded tour.
Yeah,
so this is a real job too. And on
Yeah.
top of that, if we gone for a week, how many of y'all got a 9 to 5 that's going to let you just leave once a week every month? It's tough.
You're right.
So everybody who's asking me like, how do I get tagged in? How do I tap in with this? You got a lot to prove. I don't even know what to tell you.
Yeah.
Like I really don't.
First of all, save some money for that long.
It takes a
you're
lot.
probably going to need at least 1,000.
Yeah.
Depending on how many people you bringing with you, so you can bust all the expenses down. But you probably at least need 1,000, and then you need permission. That's the thing. You need permission from your job to leave, and that's really hard for a lot of people.
I didn't want to like tell everybody in the club that shit, but it's like, I mean, I would gladly tap you in if you showed me you was serious enough, but there's a lot of shit to that, and I don't think people know that there is.
Yeah,
I think they think we just hopping in the car and performing and having a good time. It's like, this is work too, bruh.
All those messages that y'all be sending us, bro, we don't forget about those.
Man.
So all them messages, all them times you ain't pulled up to the studio when you said you was on the way, all that blah blah blah, and then you like, oh man, how do I do this?
Yeah,
bro, you gotta start being consistent first with something.
It's a whole process.
A lot of y'all ain't even consistent enough. You know what I mean? Because the thing about it is this: if we go out of town, right, and I bring one of y'all with me, bro, if you don't show out or if you don't come or something like that, bro, the promoters know. EKM gonna pull up. Say EKM and I pull up. The promoter's gonna be like, "Hey, I thought you said you was pulling up with you and like 3 other artists."
Yeah.
Well, you know they couldn't make it. They gonna look at us like,
yeah,
bro, y'all playing.
Yeah,
you know what
sure.
I'm saying? Because they got slots they trying to sell too. You know what I'm saying? They got money they trying to make. They got same thing. They got to pay for the venue, the sound, the DJ, the security, whatever.
Yeah.
So like, but the thing down there is it's just. Bro, there's so many people to pull from. That's why I like bigger cities.
Yeah.
Because we don't have many people to pull from when it comes to Wichita.
Yeah.
Okay, we have whatever number you said. I think you said 400,000.
Yeah, 400,000 is the population here.
Okay, and then we talk about people who support rap music. That goes down a ton.
A lot.
A ton.
Yeah.
And then you're talking about people who actually pay to support the music. We go down.
Real small percentage now.
Super small percentage.
Yeah.
Now we go to something like Houston, bro. It's like the population, rap music, is still big.
Yeah.
People who are gonna pull up, still big.
Yeah, for sure.
And the thing is, Texas is so big, man, bro. If you're an artist in Texas, you don't even really have to get out of Texas.
Nah, you got Houston, Dallas, yeah, you got all these spot, Corpus, shit.
San Antonio, bro. You can tour your state and be fine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
yeah.
it's just differences, man. I love Wichita. I love the Midwest. I know that we growing something.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's definitely
I
beautiful
do
to
think,
see,
like,
bro.
You know,
For
even
sure.
you know how it is, bro. You go to a big city. You just went to Atlanta recently. Like, anytime you go to a big city and then you come back here, you almost get that depressed feeling of like, damn, back to Wichita.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you know, we went through that every time with these Houston trips so far. Every time we like, man, we should just cop a house together in Houston, bro. We should move down to Houston.
For sure.
But at the end of the day, man, this city is growing at like a crazy rate because literally, and you a big part of it. Like literally when I was thinking about it, like before, when I was in high school, I was aware of Hit King with his videos. He had a lot of videos going up
amazing,
and shit.
bro. He's a beast for sure.
And you know, that's music videos though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Outside of that, I couldn't tell you where nobody recorded back then. I didn't know. I probably had 5 artists that I knew of. That shit's went up to damn near 1,000. Like, when I tapped in with Humble Greatness Studios is really when I started seeing like, oh shit, like we got an industry here and I didn't even know it.
Yeah, it's huge.
It's crazy, man.
And I'm happy for you, the path that you took, because I remember you coming to me like, man, how can I really be a part?
Yeah.
Like, man, what do I need to do? And then I was like, man, you just got to figure out what you want to do. And then you came to me one day and was like, man, we need promotion. And I was like, I can't do it. Somebody else has to do it. So I just, bro, I'm doing a lot and I'm really, really maxed out. But bro, one of y'all gotta blow up, man. One of y'all gotta blow up, man.
I had people upset at me because I had to start charging for the promotion, but it is what it is. I'll tell people straight up, the whole thing.
Time, man.
Hey, I'm bossing up. I don't know what to tell you. Like I said, everything, I'm on a self-funded tour now. I'm recording a fuck ton of music. Yeah. I'm trying to save up for some music videos with you. I got all this shit going on. My expenses are going up. If I'm going to continue to give my same amount of time, you got to fucking fill in the gaps for me. Yeah. That's really what that is. And I don't feel like I'm charging nothing crazy either. It's a $5 post. Broke motherfuckers is complaining to me about some $5.
$5, bro.
Come on, bro. I be getting hit up with pages with nothing but bots, and they be like, yeah, $40.
Yeah,
fuck out of here, bro. I got real.
5 is nothing, man. 5. The thing about it is, if y'all artists even pay $10, 100 times 10, that's 1,000. Yeah. If y'all could cash my man out 1,000 a month, imagine how much push he could actually.
I could start throwing these shows.
He could do shows. He could start actually cross promoting.
Hell yeah.
It'd be WichitaPromo and, MidwestHipHop.com or something.
Yeah, yeah.
And they would get the attention out to even more people, but we can't do nothing with no money, man. It's just not possible. Yeah. And it's not because we trying to, it's not because we're trying to financially take advantage of y'all. It's just, bro, we need money in order to put.
I don't think anybody can even say that. I done
money.
did so much free shit. Can't nobody even try to put that on me.
Yeah, I know.
It's just at this point, I had to tell motherfuckers like, bro, these posts, especially because if you look at my Wichita hip hop page, like recently, I was looking at other promotion pages in New York, Texas, LA, shit like that. And I was like, these look real nice.
Absolutely.
All I'm doing is posting the music video. So I was like, I got to step my shit up. Mm-hmm. So what I started doing is now I go into Photoshop. I take your album cover. I put a little font and a little text.
Takes time.
And then I put this and this. I tag the music video on it too and tag everybody. I started realizing, I'm like, damn, bro, these posts is taking me 30 minutes now.
Absolutely.
If I'm putting 30 minutes into your post, shit.
$5? Come on,
I'm like,
man.
if people send me 10 songs a day, bro, my whole day is gone. My whole day just got swallowed by posts, and I made $0 that day. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, man.
I had to start charging some shit over that.
If y'all want y'all stuff to be out in quality, everything that's quality it has a price to it, man.
Yeah, for sure.
It's just like, okay, we put it in the food, for example. We can go up to Burger King right now, bro.
Yeah.
And get some $2 burgers.
Yeah.
We go sit down at a nice restaurant, dog, that burger is going to be probably like $15.
Yeah.
$20 with fries. You know what I'm saying? So it's just different quality, right? So, y'all got to pay for the quality. I mean, I appreciate everybody who's financially invested in believes in what I got going on with Humble Greatness. But, bro, all the money that comes in, it's getting dished out right back into these shows, man. I'm telling you, bro.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money to throw these shows, man. It really is. So,
man, it's crazy.
I love it, man. I love it. Wichita, Kansas, man. I love y'all.
Yeah,
I love y'all.
for sure.
Love y'all.
It's
I really
growing.
want to do another. I really want to do another studio battle with another.
I was
studio,
just thinking
man.
that in my head.
I really want to do that, man. I really want to
Yeah.
do another artist song for song battle. So if you a studio, you got some artists, man, holla at me.
Yeah.
Holla at me. We gonna take the dub, but still holla at me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We in there, man. I love, bro. That was so dope to me, man.
Yeah.
That was really dope. The city showed out, and we all had fun, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I'll say it. I'm not hating on their talent at all because I know they hard.
Oh,
I want to run it back with Junction City and let me pick the lineup this time because whoever they picked last time was a bad representation for the city.
I'm gonna tell you this.
All I heard was that we got washed.
Yeah, we got.
Let me pick the artist. We ain't getting washed.
We got
I promise
smacked,
you, we're
bro.
not
Bad.
getting washed.
Yeah, I mean, you just got to reach out to A Shot it because A Shot is the one who set it up for Junction.
Oh
City.
yeah. See, and like I said, we not getting washed by Junction City.
Nah,
we got some crazy talent.
Come
like
on.
I know we harder.
Come
But
on,
I will
bro.
admit, A shot it hard as fuck. That motherfucker hard, bro.
Yeah, A Shot it. Yeah, I mean, shoot, if. You know, good thing people could only perform once. A Shot it got
Yeah.
so much music, bro. Let's just keep it
man.
1,000. A Shot it he could run all 5 spots himself and probably
Yeah.
wash a lot of what we got going on.
Yeah.
He's extremely talented, bro. He's
Yeah.
super hard, but yeah, man. I mean, shoot, if maybe we just got to reach out. I know I'd reached out to him last year, and he said he had a lot going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd love to run it back with Junction.
Yeah.
But they came here. They might want us to go out there this time.
I'll be with it as long as they let me pick the artist, because that's the thing, bruh. I heard we got washed so bad. I'm like, hey,
it
I
was
know,
terrible,
I know this city's hip hop scene. I'll pick some shit that I know is not getting washed.
Yeah, absolutely.
I got some shit. I got some
I
shit in my
believe you, bro.
sleeve. I've been thinking about it ever since people told me we got washed. Every time I hear a new artist, I'm like, that's for that Junction show. Shit.
Yeah. Next time, you know what I'm saying, we a part of it. We about to assemble the Avengers on them, bro.
Yeah.
We about to get down for
Man,
real.
if we could do that and then elevate that to eventually like a Wichita versus OKC, Wichita
Yeah,
versus
bro.
Kansas
That'd be
City,
so dope.
that type of shit could really
That's what I
finally
really
put some
wanted to
motion
do.
here.
Yeah, it could put some motion. It could definitely build up,
Yeah.
build up a whole bunch of conversation.
Yeah.
And just a friendly show, song for song. I think we could also do if we could get that rolling, then we could get A&Rs to the city. We could get radio people to come check us out, but
Yeah.
they're not gonna come check us out if we ain't got no buzz, bro. It's just not finna happen.
Yeah.
I know a lot of artists have told me like, hey man, I'll pop out for a show if you can get some A&Rs and stuff and all. Bro, let's keep it 1,000, man. I've never been in a room.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just keep it a bill with y'all. I've never been in a room of music people and they like, so what's going on in Wichita? No, bro.
Yeah.
We have to build our scene up first before anybody's like, oh, okay, yeah, we'll go ahead and check out what's going on.
Yeah.
But besides that, it's not happening.
So one last question, because I think it kind of piggybacks off of it. We was talking a little bit earlier.
Okay.
What do you think about Wichita artists charging each other for features?
Yeah, okay. That's on, well, I got that. Let me tell you this. I have this on my last Humble Talks podcast. I want to say it's Humble Talks 56, I think, where I talk with Side Music.
Yeah, I'll link it in there for sure.
But it all depends on what the end result is.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
people are upset with spending money because they paid for something and really didn't understand what they were paying for.
Yeah.
So the conversation needs to go deeper. So it's like, all right, EKM, I want to pay you $500 for a feature, but what am I getting for the $500?
Right.
Am I just
yeah.
getting the verse? Am I getting the verse in a video? Am I getting a verse video on podcast? If we come out with the song, do you like it enough to put it out yourself?
Yeah.
So I think there's just more conversation that needs to go to it. And when I was an artist, I always told people, first of all, I want you to like the song.
Yeah.
I don't want it to
for
just
sure.
be a money transaction.
Yeah.
Because I can get anybody to do that. I want you on this song, but I want you to like it. If it ain't the one, just be like, yeah, bro, I'm not feeling that. Cool.
Yeah.
I'm not mad about it. But artists are mad because they paying money to people and they're like, man, well, so-and-so didn't promote it. Well, he probably just did it for the bag.
Yeah, for sure.
And you can't be mad about that. So the conversation just needs to go deeper, bro.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about it.
I feel like, I pretty much agree. I think, me personally, I would never pay a Wichita artist unless it came with something more than rap.
Absolutely.
Because I rap.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm already,
Absolutely. Yeah.
I feel like I'm up there as one
Yeah,
of
for
the
sure.
bigger
You
artists
talented.
in Wichita. So I'm like, the fuck I need that for? You know what I'm saying? But So like with that being said, I just told you off camera, I just got paid $100 for my first paid feature recently.
Congratulations.
Now, I gave him shit with that.
Absolutely.
I won't say who it is or anything because I don't want people to know that he paid and shit. But like, he paid me $100. I gave him the verse. It's a 12-bar verse. Okay. And then I told him, because you paying me for this, bro, my girl shoots music videos. I got you covered on that shit. I'll promote it when I drop it. I'll post it up on my page for free, all this shit.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Yeah. That's worth the money.
Yeah, I feel like that's easily worth $100.
Yeah, easy.
So I'm like, I feel like you got to give them something out of it where, if I'm being honest, like, if you not getting something like a music video promotion podcast, hell nah.
Yeah.
Because you can pay somebody out of town and actually get like a different type of motion. I'm looking at like, without saying their numbers and shit, I'm looking at a guy like Tajay, who we talked to in here from Texas.
He cold.
So Tajay in Dallas.
He dope, yeah.
Tajay got a song out with Fredo Bang. He got a song out with Big X The Plug that just hit like 400,000 views. It's doing crazy. He doing all this shit. And his price is like, it's enough that like if I was making that, I'd be like, damn, I'm making a bag. Yeah. It's good money, but it's also obtainable. Like it was a reasonable. When he sent me the price, I was like, I could do that. I could save up and I could make that happen. Mm-hmm. I would much rather lock that in than any Wichita rapper. Yeah, because he got a fan base in a place that does not know me at all. Probably never would hear me if I didn't tap in.
But with that. Also, bro, he really rocks with us. When I saw him in Atlanta, he asked about you.
Yeah, that's my guy.
He was like, man,
hard.
He was like, bro, Humble, it's good to see you out here. Man, what's up with your boy EKM? Is he here? And typically I wanted, like, I saw him, but bro, you meet so many people. That was months ago when we had him on a podcast, right?
Yeah.
I was expecting him to be like, oh yeah, Humble, hey, yeah, we did the podcast. But then when he was like, bro, what's your boy EKM at? I was like, okay, he really rocks with us, I feel like, bro. But every time we talk, I was like, man, I really want to go back there. I really, I feel like that there's so much going on. And I told him, I said, bro, once we really get the ball rolling to some bigger stuff, then I really, really want you to be, on point and, come through and stuff, because he has music. There's people that Fame introduced me to.
Yeah. That's kind of why I'm like,
Fame Fest, that he got people too.
I mention him because I try to put people onto him a lot. When people ask me like, oh, should I work with this dude?
He's fun to be around too, bro.
I be trying to tell them like,
for sure.
I've had people like, again, without saying anybody's numbers, I've had people tell me they was finna pay a Wichita rapper this amount. And I'm like, don't do that, bro. Let me tap you in with Tajay for this amount. It's a little bit more, but like you gonna benefit from this so much more than this. Yeah. So I'm just trying to teach people in Wichita, like, if we being honest, bro, working with each other for free is cool. If we paying each other, we not growing off that shit.
Yeah, we got to build the scene first, bro.
Yeah, none of us are big enough to have any type of pull like that.
Yeah, and the only...
Maybe, like you said earlier, maybe if you pay an XV, maybe that's a different thing. Yeah. But it's a rare name here in town.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. But also, I feel like a lot of artists put prices on their stuff so they can avoid even being reached out to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I feel that.
There's some artists that they're so focused on their craft and they're putting out so much music that they're like, man, I'll do a feature, but it has to be this much because I'm so focused on what I got going on.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I can see that too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get that.
So like I said, man, just try to figure out what you paying for and ask that question. Like, okay, I understand your price is $500. Well, what am I getting for the $500? And then if it's not worth it, walk away. But if you feel like it's worth it and gonna propel what you got going on, then do it.
Yeah, I kind of feel that way about everything in Wichita with the music industry. I've had that conversation with people about management. They're telling me they're paying managers and shit, and I'm like,
what are we managing?
Do you have a show?
Yeah, what are we
So
managing?
who's releasing your music? Me? Who's doing your videos? This dude? I'm like, so what are you paying the manager to do? They just sitting? I don't understand.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, that shit crazy. You got to figure out what the hell.
Yeah, what's going on?
What do they have to offer for that money? For sure.
And I think artists just need to think bigger. That's why I always told them, man, like, bro, get out of the city. I'm so happy that you guys got out of here and are going to Houston and doing shows.
Yeah.
Shout out to Hippie K for networking. And Hippie K came back to the city and was like, y'all, come on with me so y'all can see this with me.
Real shit. That's like, huge, that's a big thing. Shout out to the homie Hippie K, man. Like, he didn't.
He ain't got to do nothing,
I didn't have
He's
to
not
go on that.
obligated to do anything.
Yeah, he knows that I am a rapper. My boy XO Josh, who's also been going with us, is a rapper. He knows this shit. He could have easily gatekept and been like, hell no, I'm gonna be the only rapper on this trip.
Absolutely.
He could have easily been that guy. And instead he picked some dudes that he knew was serious, and he taking us along.
That's
and
amazing,
I appreciate
bro.
that. That's some real shit.
And that's one of the things that I've been saying about Wichita for years. Like,
Yeah.
we've had people go to other cities, get on podcasts, and the people ask them, so what's out there in Wichita? Ah, man, just a whole bunch of haters, bro, and da-da-da.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like, I need somebody
I get
to
it,
talk
because
with.
they not wrong. Like, I feel you.
They're
It's a lot of
not,
hate
but they
and
gotta
shit.
talk good about
You
Wichita.
gotta speak good on the city, or it's never
Please.
gonna get better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even if you want to say that off camera, bro, make us look good on camera, bro.
Yeah, facts.
Because as soon as you say something like that to somebody out of town, as a podcaster, I'm not going to
I'm
ask
never
you
going
anything
there.
else. Yeah.
You tell me Wichita ass ain't nothing
I'm
there.
like, oh,
Everybody
okay,
hating.
yeah.
I'm
Let's
like,
talk
cool.
about
I'll
something
never do a
else.
show there. I'm cool. Yeah.
Talk about something else, right? So, yeah, man, it's all part of the game, but we in here, bro, and it's growing, and it's beautiful to see. And I got some tricks up my sleeve. I had told you at the beginning of this year, I was like, bro, I got some stuff up my sleeve.
Yeah.
So I still do. Wichita with the weather, man. I just heard thunder like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on outside, man. But we're growing, man.
For sure.
Local artists continue to stick with it. If y'all supporting Humble Greatness, I appreciate y'all. But man, I have a lot of good stuff in store for y'all. Man, I just need these. I'm in these venues' faces. I'm in their inboxes. Trust me, I am. But it's really tough, man. When I say Wichita hip hop, a lot of them they don't want it. So that's why I think Thursday was so good for us, because we might have to just go ahead and create our own day.
Yeah.
Like you said earlier in the podcast, venues aren't giving us Fridays and Saturdays. That's their guaranteed money.
Yeah.
So they don't want to mess that up, and I understand that. They don't want to take the
we can
risk.
compete with that number.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
So that's the deal. So maybe we got to do a off day on like a Thursday or something. But if that's what it's gonna take, hey, it is what it is. We showed up on Thursday,
for sure.
And we showed out on Thursday. So hopefully, that can bring some more stuff to the table. But yeah, I'm in contact with a couple of venues right now. I'm already in their inboxes waiting for responses. So
yeah.
we gonna see, man.
Yeah, man. I don't think I got nothing else, bro.
All good.
We could go 4 hours.
Yeah,
like
bro,
a Joe
I
Rogan
could do this all
podcast
day
right
with you,
now.
man. Do this all day, man. But I appreciate it, EKM, and everything that you've been doing. I appreciate, the people who you rolling with. I think you went down there with, I'm probably going to miss some names, but I know you went down there, of course, with Hippie.
Yeah.
Soho, the producer, was there.
Super cool.
Who else went with y'all?
Shit, this time Dutch pulled up too.
Dutch did. Yeah, Dutch saw me at the gym and told me that.
Hell
Shout out to Dutch.
Our homie Manny been pulling up.
sure.
XO Josh, local artist.
Yep.
Real dope.
It's dope.
Yeah. Hopefully Wizard Mac next time.
He need
Wizard
to
Mac real
go.
quiet.
Wizard, man, go,
Yeah,
man.
I
Go
gotta
ahead
get
and
Wizard
bring a skeleton studio set up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And get out there.
Yeah.
Get out there and do it. But it's good because y'all got Soho and Dutch who are producers.
Yeah.
They don't even rap.
It's cool, bro. We pulling up to the B&B and they making beats and then we record songs right there.
Well, actually,
Sad Boy Chris. Do you know who Sad Boy Chris is?
I do know who that is.
He's in Texas. So he's from here, but he live in Texas. He's a producer and engineer. So he been pulling up too because he already down there.
Yeah, for
He'll
sure.
pull up to the B&B. We record over Soho or Dutch's beat and then Chris engineer it real quick. We got a song right there in the B&B.
And hold up, because I just said something that wasn't true.
Yeah.
I said you got two people that don't even rap, they're producers. Dutch rap.
Yeah, Dutch rap. Yeah.
Dutch rap.
Yeah.
Dutch is nice
Hell
with
yeah,
it, bro.
He is. Hell yeah.
Dutch is nice. So yeah, my bad. Hey, my bad, Dutch. I gotta put you in the rapper list.
Yeah,
now,
no,
too,
somebody
man.
asked him the other day right in front of me and I had to like interject because, producers be quiet.
Yeah,
I don't know
bro,
what it is.
he
Producers
is.
always be like real quiet and humble. Somebody's like, you rap? And I was like, yes, he raps.
He does.
He raps.
Yeah, he's good at it, for sure.
He do that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Man, we appreciate y'all, man, for real.
Yeah, for sure, man. You a legend in the game, bro.
I appreciate it, dog. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. I appreciate the support, man. Without y'all, there's no me. You know what I'm saying? So thank you guys for rocking. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Well, shit. With that being said, I guess that's another episode, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in.
Man.
Make sure you subscribe, like all that.
For sure.
I'm gonna tag all your stuff in the description so
Let's
they can
do it,
tap
man.
in.
I appreciate it.
For
Y'all
sure.
take care.